So, after rescuing everyone, it pretty much defaulted us to the ship. Although that pretty much makes sense. So, I'll talk to everyone again. Here's for... I can now warp right to the ship. Could've sworn this guy was Vermilion! Whoops! Well, since the storyline's pretty much been cleared, everyone has new messages. Yeah. Violet pretty much mentions that, so. Why not? But anyways, Victoria. Yes. Looks like I'm gonna have to go through the rest of the level. I can't get back to Space Station 2 from Space Station 1, so let's try going over here. Whoops. This may or may not suck. Sure, I've gotten everything except one trinket, including the two hardest trinkets in the game, but the fact that I have to redo some of this stuff... Oh, bugger. And yes, the truth does hurt, so... I pretty much recorded this Let's Play in one shot, so I have no answers from you on the truth versus lies question. And this is kind of ridiculous. I should not be dying that much. There. Let's go this way this time. Oh! Wait. What? Just poorly versus... What the hell? Oh. So, oops. So, go. Oops. It would help if I could time this. Rawr! No, that was not me attempting to cast Roar of Time. So, trinkets over there. Which means we have to go to a backslider. Which, comes to think about it, looks like it was recycled into Time Slip. So, got through Time Slip once, should be able to get through backsliders. Anyways. Yep, we have to go through this again. Preferably with 835% less death. Anyways. That's all 20 trinkets. So, let's see what everybody has to say. Well, probably nothing, so... Yes! Positive force reversed. Pretty silly if you ask me. So, I don't remember when Pipe Dream was used. Well, Rattlecow had to talk to... I am really goddamn bad with names. Violet, I think? No, wait, Violet was the pink. Victoria? Anyways. Here we go again! Or not. So. Fusion! Ha! That's what happened. So. Let's go. Leroy Jenkins. Shit! Ah! This is why we needed everyone! Whoops! Well, here's the secret laboratory that I was talking about. The secret lab option in the play menu will take us here. So, let's see what's here. Literally. And you may have seen this already. Yeah. We pretty much got a preview of this from earlier. Here are some trophies, but right now the only one I have is for beating the game. Wait, winning with less than 500 deaths? How many times did I die? Can't save in secret lab. I could have sworn I died. Damn it! Well, as stupid as this may sound, I may be able to cut down on my deaths by excising some of the optional trinkets. Although it seems kind of obvious as well. Anyways. Yep, there is a trophy for beating the whole game without dying. Pretty sure no death mode outright resets whenever you die. Anyways. It's very great. And Victoria. Then there's Vermilion. 10 seconds. The first trophy is for 5 seconds. The Super Gravitron is intended for entertainment purposes only. Anyone found using the Super Gravitron for educational purposes may be asked to stand in the naughty corner. This. So. This pretty much doesn't pull punches. Case in point. Yeah. it pretty much throws patterns at you non-stop. I think they're from the hardest part of the regular Gravitron. Whoops. I don't remember time trials being available for the intermissions, but... well, it probably would suck if there were. Then again, the optimal time for the Gravitron can obviously be obtained by not dying. So, I'm not sure what they do for this. Yeah. Give me a moment. Oh my god! I had my characters mixed up. I could have sworn Vermilion was God! Looks like my Pokemon logic completely and utterly backfired on me. Hard! Well, yeah. Vermilion said his best time was about 10 seconds. So, yeah. Right now, he's better than me. Of course, I find it funny that he didn't get the trophy for even 5 seconds. So, who knows? He may just be lying. Well, new trophy and new record. Anyways, about the Super Gravitron, the best time I've seen was about 1 minute and 53 seconds. I forgot who attained it, though. What I'm not forgetting is... well, I might forget this, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, in case you can't tell, this thing's kicking my ass. No, this doesn't quite have the same BPM as the song. I think the Gravitron is faster. There obviously is a bit of desync. Speaking of desync, I will be pissed if this friggin' desyncs on me. I recorded a run of my custom Xandarium test lab level. There was no noticeable desync on that. So if this is... furthermore, if this is desyncing at 15 frames per second, man, am I gonna be pissed. Because then I will have to add VVVVVV to the list of things I cannot record. As for LP content, since we're on the subject of custom levels, I suppose I could keep this Let's Play going if I were to download some interesting levels. The Xandarium Test Lab may just be one 5x5 level, but I'm not even sure I'll touch the level editor again. Sure, I was excited about its existence when I first picked this game up, but that's because I didn't know VVVVVV had a level editor. In case you can't notice, I really like this game's music. Of course, I think it's funny how the game is priced at $5 and... Is the lowest price you could pay for this $5? I forgot. I think it was 10. But if that's the case, then I think it's funny how the soundtrack costs more than the game. Although, it could just be a case of me being completely and utterly mistaken. But it's obviously not my petard to be hoist by. My petard would be the Xandarian Test Lab. Or, more specifically, the driven drop part of it. Yes, the Xandarian Test Lab has a driven drop segment. The 11-minute video I have of it has no commentary whatsoever because I elected to record directly from the speakers. I could re-record that with commentary, but between some of the terminals having commentary and annotations, I'm not even sure I will have things to say if I were to record my own voice into the Xandarian Test Lab. I know, you should know what I mean by recording my own voice, but just in case you are mistaking me for something, it would be pretty cool if you could record your own voice into a trigger in the game. I know it could be done with StarCraft, but I think that's something completely different. This theme is more like gravity than just space, so don't try to get me into thinking it's the same theme. Although you will be doing some exploration when playing this game. That is, if you're playing this completely blind. My bout of blindness was only because I forgot which character led me to the verdigris cutscene that I hated so much. Man! I really wanted to skip that, but well, I can't say the yellow guy is Vermilion because the red guy is. So I pretty much forgot the yellow guy's name. Actually, it might have been Vitellary. Let me see. Violet, Victoria, Vitellary, Vermilion, Verdigris. Yeah. The yellow guy was Vitellary. So, anyways, if Vitellary has the same cutscene as Verdigris, then that would pretty much justify skipping the Gravitron via saving, I think, Vermilion for last. I think it was Vermilion. I didn't look back at my footage while recording this, so by the time I go to double check this, it may already be too late to remind me. And the best time to double check it will probably be, well, the time that I will go to double check this will probably be when I'm adding annotations. Although, I might have I might have already double-checked it while looking for this Mechanical Studio or Windows Live Movie Maker. Yes, Windows Movie Maker. Because when I tried to edit the Xandarian Test Lab in Mechanical Studio, it kinda desynced the part I wanted to speed up. Because I did die a bit at Driven Drop. To be honest, I feel a bit sorry for you guys who are scratching your heads wondering, what the fuck is Driven Drop in the Xandarian Test Lab? Well, okay, maybe you won't be that immature. It would really suck if you were. You probably already know it's a custom level. Unreleased as of this video's recording, but it may already be on the distractionware forums when I go to upload this video. So, anyways, speaking of custom levels again, the fact that level editors exist and customs can be posted on the distractionware forum, or I think Terry said post them wherever you want, so if I have access to a download link for a custom level, then I can pretty much keep this LP going. Although, it won't be as unpredictable as your typical The Binding of Isaac playthrough. I don't think you can program a VVVVVV custom level to have randomized goals and such. It would be interesting to see, but I pretty much doubt it would happen. Well, StarCraft, maybe. But this isn't StarCraft, this is VVVVV. If you've already forgotten, I suggest you scroll up and look at the title. It should read, Let's Play VVVVV. V is for... yeah. I've pretty much listed. If you're a TV troper, like, yeah. If you're a troper, I think you'll know what trope I was referencing. Although I'm not sure I can pronounce it right now while going through the Gravitron. I think I'll stop at 15 seconds. Even though Vermilion said he can only make it to about 10. And I'm not even getting to 5 seconds consistently, am I? It seems more like 3.5 seconds, really. Some of you are probably saying 3.5 seconds is impossible, but this is being measured by hundredths instead of 30ths, so... yeah, if you think of hundredths instead of 30ths, then yes, 3.5 will be possible. If you're thinking of 30ths, though, it'll be more like 3.15. But if you're trying to be that technical with me, I'll probably have blocked you by now. Just... yeah, And speaking of blocking, yeah. The block thread on Exit Path 2 is still in effect. I've blocked 2 people over that, and if you think that's a silly reason, have fun getting blocked by J-Monius. Of course, what I'm saying may be completely utterly inaccurate. I'm not even sure if he still uses block threads, but don't spade that out for me. Seriously. Or if you are going to spade that out, just look at his channel description. Don't ask him questions. Just... his videos might be enjoyable, but I'm not sure. I pretty much got turned away at the block thread on Rosencruz delay. It was in all caps, and he was completely utterly serious about it at the time that I saw it. Well... Although, just because I'm not quite sure I want to know how he'd respond to that bit, I'm probably just going to censor it. Whether the whether censorship or showing that clip will be a good idea or not, I'm not sure. I really have to remember that I can pretty much warp through this bit. The ability to warp vertically probably shouldn't matter since we can't go off the either vertical end of the screen, thanks to these warp lines. And scripted enemy spawns are, yeah. Warp lines and scripted enemy spawns are pretty much the Gravitron's gimmick, in case you haven't noticed. Although if it took you that long to realize, then you're probably making Slowpoke look like a freaking speed demon. Although I don't think I've ever seen any videos of hacked Slowpokes that are obviously not slow. Even with EV training, well, with perfect EVs and with 252 EVs and perfect IVs, I think that's a boost of 92. But that's probably the only way you'd be able to get Slowpoke to break 100 speed. I don't know. It sounds like those EVs would better be spent elsewhere, like Magic Attack. Although I'm not sure whether Slowpoke is better suited with physical attacks or magic. If it's neither than just stuff 252 onto HP, then 128 on... Right. Cap is 510, I think. 252 on HP, then 128 on each defense stat. That's probably what I would do if I had to go with a pure defense build for a Pokemon. Although I really haven't been doing any EV training in any of the Pokemon games. Especially not the carts. The closest I got to EV training on the carts was using the vitamins to get up to plus 100 EVs for one of the stats I wanted. On Black, I have a Clefable that I've been meaning to EV train in Attack. I'm not sure what else I wanted to EV train it in. It has a Toxic Orb, Magic Guard, and Facade, so its gimmick is pretty much going to be a base 210 physical attack. So 252 attack. Maybe 252 speed as well, I'm not sure. If I do that, the other 4 EVs will likely go into HP. I foolishly killed one Mon with Clefable, so it has 2 EVs. It has a max of 3 EVs right now. Last time I checked, Mons can only give 3 EVs tops. And that's if you even kill the right ones. I can't think of any Mons that don't give any EVs. Magikarp would probably give 1 speed, although I'd have to look that up. And speaking of Magikarp, I have caught a few on the Pokewalker from the winner's path, that's how you can get bounce. Alternatively, in the dream world, Sparkling Sea, I think that's where you also get bounce. Although, more importantly, it'll have, if you score high enough in the minigame. I don't think I've, speaking of minigames, I don't think I've failed any in the dream world. Ever. But so I'm not sure what the criteria between hidden ability and hidden move are. And by hidden move, I obviously don't mean hidden machine move. I mean like a secret technique that the Mon's not supposed to have. If it weren't for the winner's path in Dream World, bounce would be the case for Magikarp, since that only ever gets Splash, Tackle, and Flail. Although Flail alone is enough for people who choose to never evolve their Magikarps. I seriously have seen videos of Magikarps sweeping teams, although a Focus Sash, I think. I forgot whether Focus Sash or Focus Band was the one that gave you a free Endure at full HP. I don't think the item was consumed either, although, if I remember correctly, it could only ever be used once per fight. Sturdy was infinite use though, hence Aron's being able to pretty much use the fear technique. Let me think. The E was for Endeavor, and Fear was mostly associated with Rattata, so that's what the R stood for. Let's see how off topic I can get. Speaking of Rattata, my first legit shiny was in Fire Red. It was a Rattata, and I was curious what was with the sparkle I saw when I ran into it, which is why I caught it. I then nicknamed it Sparkle. I think I included a question mark. It was later nicknamed Luminous, and since then it has been migrated to Heart Gold. It's about level 14. I could check, but I'm in the Super Gravitron right now, and, I don't know. So, let me think. Shinies. I've only ever run into 2 legit shinies. Unfortunately, the second was a Bidoof encountered in the Haxlock. And since the Haxlock was, I was only able to catch the Alga, I wasn't able to catch the Bidoof. In fact, I already sold off the Pokeballs, lest I auto-fail. Although, my plan for catching the Alga was to buy 5 Ultra Balls in case the Master Ball failed. Because last time I checked, the Master Ball has a 1 in 65,535 chance of failure. Although that may have been pretty much excised as of... I'm not sure what generation. Hell, I figured I would try making... Hell, I figured I would take a look at catch rates. I heard that a catch rate of 2 or lower would give even the Master Ball a chance of failure, but tried it with VG Musa. I tried it with my I used a registry editor to reduce Palkia's catch rate from 3 to 0, so nothing would be able to catch it, except maybe the Heavy Ball. And to my surprise, the Master Ball worked right off the bat. I think I can't remember whether I either loaded my states or outright closed my DS emulator. Because I think you know what kind of reputation I have. Despite that humiliating revenge kill in the hacked Lance fight. That was awful. And I think you already know why I summoned my Mawile second. Darksteel Hybrid meant Palkia wasn't supposed to have something that would do double damage. And indeed it didn't. If I remember correctly, its moveset was Spatial Wind, Hydro Pump, Thunder, and Blizzard. For the for the rematch, I'll probably replace Thunder and Blizzard with Bolt Beam because they're actually accurate. Although, if you've seen the Revenge Kill video, that's probably not even necessary. Due to the trope, the computer is a cheating bastard. Cheating or not though, 70 is greater than 50, so more often than not, Thunder and Blizzard would hit. So, anyways. I also remember giving Gorf a Passo Berry. I think that's what it was. It was the berry that nerfed water moves, and it was completely useless on Gorf, since he had a quad weakness to water, and most water moves come as magic. There might be some grass physicals, but I'm not too sure. Grass might mostly be magic. I haven't really checked. Let's see, Vine Whip, Leaf Blade, Grass Knot versus the Drains, Solar Beam. I can't think of too many grass moves right now. But yeah, speaking of Solar Beam, I like to give Sunny Day to my Solar Beam users, obviously, but I also like to give them Power Herbs. So they pretty much get one free Solar Beam whenever. This, I think, would cockblock Tyranitar and hard, considering their Sandstream is supposed to stop one-turn Solar Beams, and the Power Herb would pretty much be a complete and utter fuck you to that. What's that? Sandstorm? One-turn Solar Beam! It probably won't be a one-shot, though. I'm not sure. Although, I probably should check Tyranitar's stats. Its defense might be higher, so Solar Beam could still be a one-hit kill. And of course, the problem with my Solar Beam Sunny Day Power Herb strategy is Sunny Day doesn't directly do damage, so that would pretty much cost me an attack slot. One for the price of two, really. I heard StarCraft 2 was supposed to subvert this trope by having Part of the Swarm and Call of the Void be expansion pack prices, but if I'm doing my math right, 2 expansion packs should still be about the price of one game. Or at the very least 80%. 66 or 80. Around that range. So it's almost like it still is invoking that trope. And I don't remember Heath buying the Resurrection pack for Black Ops. He was pretty much done with that game by the time Resurrection came back. Was the last one Resurrection or Annihilation? I think it was Resurrection, since the final pack had a bunch of zombie levels. At least that's what I read from the Call of Duty wiki before I got hit with a virus on that site due to one of the ads. Yeah. I don't go to the Call of Duty wiki anymore. If Kaspersky can't protect me from that, then what the fuck can? I pretty much got my computer crashed before I could even report the ad in question. I'm not even sure I saw the ad in question. I think it opened up something in Adobe Reader, or tried to anyways, before my computer got crashed and consequentially Kaspersky. But yeah, that virus is off my computer. Which is pretty much why I'm able to upload this video, or even record it in the first place. I probably would have had to repurchase Portal if I were to lose this computer. Sure, I got it for free during that promo when it came out on the Mac. At least I think it was when it got released on the Mac. I can't remember whether it was temporarily free when Portal 2 was released. I don't think it was. And with Portal 2 and VVVVVV both being on Steam, we have gone full circle. So I am done with this episode. It's probably over 20 minutes long. Holy shit. Although I can't really check. Well, time take... It's probably over 30 minutes. Holy shit! Squared! Or maybe times 1.5. I'm not sure. I'll just call this an episode right here, right now.